Today, we're diving deep into three of the week's biggest articles, tracing the journey from bold corporate moves to game-changing technology, and scrutinizing the realities behind processing plant failures. All of this on today's Hydrogen Podcast. First up, Daimler Truck's recent Memorandum of Understanding with Kawasaki Heavy Industries and the Hamburg Port Authority. For years, Daimler has been working to prove hydrogen-fueled long-haul trucks are more than a fantasy. Their prototypes have racked up real freight miles, over 225,000 kilometers, crossing Germany on a single tank. The challenge, as always, isn't the trucks themselves. It's the supporting ecosystem: fueling, supply chains, and distribution. Pipelines are years away. Grid projects seem to move at a crawl. Meetings about infrastructure too often result in more talk than concrete action. This Hamburg agreement is notable because it's more than another wait-and-see approach. Daimler, with Kawasaki's expertise in liquid hydrogen shipping and Hamburg's port infrastructure, is trying to kickstart a practical supply chain, bringing in liquid hydrogen by sea and pushing it inland via road and rail. This partnership signals a shift in attitude. The technology works, whether trucks, cars, or heavy equipment. The bottleneck is logistics. Major OEMs are stepping up, nudging the market forward when policymakers and utilities can't move quickly enough. What resonates here is that Daimler isn't just building trucks. They're helping build the supply side. This is critical. It's not just a vote of confidence for hydrogen as a powertrain solution, but as a recognition that competitive, viable economic frameworks, contracts, delivery guarantees, scalable distribution are the true backbone for sector growth. Ambition is important, but it's the intersection of technology readiness and market economics that makes or breaks these initiatives. The second story underscores how technology innovation drives down costs, a prerequisite for real hydrogen market adoption. Forbes this week reported on VS Particle, a Dutch startup specializing in nanomaterials who claim a breakthrough in the core tech behind PEM, or proton exchange membrane, electrolyzers. PEM electrolyzers have long depended on iridium, a precious and scarce metal, to drive efficient water splitting. Iridium's prohibitive cost has meant green hydrogen often struggles to match hydrocarbons on price, limiting scalable industrial applications. VS Particle's new nanoporous coating, tested by Plug Power, slashes the iridium requirement from 1 to 2 milligrams per unit to just 0.1 milligram. If this operates as advertised, we're talking about green hydrogen at potentially $2.30 per kilogram, a dramatic leap toward parity with traditional steam methane reforming, which is currently at $1.50 to $2.50 per kilogram, but with zero carbon penalty. Beyond cost, what's remarkable is the promise for the broader chemical industry. Efficient electrolysis powered by renewables could finally allow chemical producers to use clean electrons, not hydrocarbons, as both feedstock and process energy. The CEO of VS Particle put it bluntly: "We can't keep on burning hydrocarbons to make chemicals. We need to rebuild the global industry, and only green electrons will get us there." The bottom line is that incremental advances in electrolysis, catalysis, and cell design have enormous implications for market competitiveness. Technology is a lever, but the real goal is sustainable economics, delivered price, capital efficiency, guaranteed supply chains, and let hydrogen compete in every sector. Lastly, we turn to the realities of hydrogen plant safety. A recent study out of NYU Tandon and the University College London systematically reviewed incidents at hydrogen processing facilities worldwide, as reported in the HIAD 2.0 database. The takeaway? Most failures, 59%, aren't the results of hydrogen-unique properties, but classic industry pitfalls: engineering design flaws, material selection, and good old human error. Only 15% linked directly to hydrogen's behavior, such as high diffusivity and low ignition energy. This is important for two reasons. First, it underscores that hydrogen is not inherently more dangerous than established feedstocks used in power and chemical production. Second, most risks are manageable with established engineering best practices. Lead researcher Augustin Guibad notes that danger comes not from hydrogen itself, but from misunderstanding its differences. In other words, learning curves and regulatory inertia, rather than fatal limitations, pose the real risk for new hydrogen tech. The implication for project economics is clear. Robust safety protocols and disciplined engineering save money, build trust, and ultimately support bankability and insurability of large-scale hydrogen facilities. So what do these stories taken together signal about the sector's progress? We're seeing a pivot away from endless pilot programs and chicken and egg debates toward bold steps in supply chain logistics, cost reduction innovation, and mature engineering risk management. Hydrogen's ability to penetrate the heavy trucking, chemicals, and large-scale industrial markets now relies not just on policy rhetoric, but on grounded economics. Contracts, price stability, infrastructure commitments, and technical risk reduction. Big players like Daimler aren't just making headlines. They're leveraging their balance sheets and know-how to wrest control over market bottlenecks. Meanwhile, rapid advances in manufacturing and materials science are slashing costs, just as smart plant design and best practice safety protocols are lowering operational risks, all of which is crucial for attracting real investment. For project developers, investors, and government stakeholders, the lesson is clear. Focus relentlessly on market fundamentals. Technology alone isn't enough. Competitive delivered cost, supply-side reliability, and bankable contracts are what bring vision to reality. As the hydrogen sector matures, momentum is shifting from promise to practice, from political statements and pilot initiatives to real contracts, delivery milestones, and market competition. Technology breakthroughs like VS Particles catalyst innovation are vital, but the winners will be those who anchor innovation in robust commercial and economic frameworks. It's still the early days. Project developers must keep their eyes on the prize: market economics, risk management, and scalable supply networks. That's the foundation of every successful hydrogen project, and every prudent investment will rest on. All right, that's it for me, everyone. If you have a second, I would really appreciate it if you could leave a good review on whatever platform it is that you listen to. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google, YouTube, whatever it is. That would be a tremendous help to the show. And as always, if you ever have any feedback, you're welcome to email me directly at info@thehydrogenpodcast.com. So until next time, keep your eyes up and honor one another.